No matter the era, airports always feel futuristic, with their soaring hangars and giant windows and tubes and trams. And I'm here with two people whose job it is to help make your personal experience of the airport as smart and as futuristic as its aesthetic. I'm Janine Lee St. John, the Editor-in-Chief of Travel and Leisure Southeast Asia. We're partnering with Plaza Premium Group on a new travel series called Come Fly With Us. Mr. Songhoi Si is the founder and CEO of Plaza Premium Group. And I think we all owe him a big thanks. He invented the concept of private airport lounges that you can pay to enter. And anyone who's flown coach or on an airline with which they don't have status knows how important his genius idea is to upping your travel experience. Mr. Mohammad Nazli bin Abdul Aziz is Executive Director of Istanbul Sabiha Gokcen International Airport. So, as both of you are airport experts, the goal of this conversation is to help travelers get the most out of their airport experience, wherever they are in the world. But first, what is your all-time favorite airport experience?
Well, I must say Changi has always been my favorite airport because there's just so many things to do there. Rome is inching up on my list. So to me, a good airport experience is a well-designed airport. So I find that Rome and Changi anticipates your needs.
It's very, very important, not only look into the facility, they also have to understand the profile of the customer. So whenever I arrive, okay, when you have people meet me at the gate, who serve me through immigration and custom without going through a long queue, I tell that is the oasis.
I agree.
When you fly down to London, normally again it's the night flight when you reach there early in the morning, 5 or 6 o'clock. Can you imagine you arrive there early in the morning, 6 or 7 o'clock? What are you going to do from 6, 7 o'clock until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? Especially when you have appointment during the times. So certainly I can check in the hotel, sleep for a few hours, refresh myself. Okay, then I can attend my meeting. That would be another oasis.
My favorite airport experience has to do with also very special service. I was flying one time from the Maldives to Phnom Penh, but with a stopover in Bangkok. So that would have meant I would have had to go through immigration, get my bag, check back in, go back through immigration, get on the plane, all within, because my flight was delayed, 40 minutes. And I see a man in a suit and I'm like, you seem like you work here. And he turned around, got on his phone, had like a conversation with someone, and then within minutes is gliding me through the back of the airport, through tunnels, and we come out and he's like, here's your gate, get on your plane. We have hand carried your bag from that last plane to this plane. You're welcome and have a good flight. Enjoy Cambodia. See you when you come back to Thailand. And I was like, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. So maybe we should segue here to talk about interesting changes you guys are seeing in #airport life.
You know, the COVID actually has fast-tracked many things. Number one, we are now talking on video conferencing, right? The COVID fast-tracked that. But the other one is pre-planning and having the airport in your phone. I think that's the way of the future. The power is in your hand. You make and curate and manage your journey. We just provide the dots.
Are you seeing people using the airport differently?
It's true. The whole structures in the airport, the usage is totally different. Oh yeah, airport services keep on evolving, but the usage of the airport is totally different now. The follow-up will be essential travel, business travel, because businessmen are still very cautious of what they want to travel. They're talking about the airport itself, the number of touchless services that is all been installed. Okay, the biometric services also in the airport, you can see a lot of things happening. So digitalization will be placed at the airport, sort of retail offer, and also it helps to travel that feels more secure. Any airport do not go to that kind of the sort of a trend of digitalization technology. I think those airports will be fading out in the futures.
I agree. We have a term for that. We call it Airport 4.0. Because of the pandemic, right? the decisions are becoming very discerning. The first step is, where can I travel? How do I get there? So you will do that pre-plan, right? COVID requirements, blah, 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 and things like that, right? So that's the first one. Second is that, okay, do I have to touch anybody? Is there going to be social distancing? Can I order the food that I like? Right? So it becomes a personalized curation. If you are hygiene sensitive, you must make sure that it is there. So we have to be prepared for that. I'll give you an example from curbside to the plane in my airport. Number one, not everybody can go into the airport except if you have a vaccination cert. So you have to go and say, okay, scan my vaccination cert. Then not everybody can go into the airport because you have social distancing. So we have a sensor that tells you, okay, how many percentage of people are in this area and whether it's a red light or a green light for you to go into this area. And we even do that for the toilets.
Wow, that's really smart. Let's move on to news you can use. Your top 3 airport tips for travelers.
Okay, for me, use the VIP services because airports are a place where you can get anxious very easily. Number 2, there's always something cheap to shop at the airport. So make enough time so that you shop. And some of it are airport exclusives only because airports are like shop fronts of the world. It provides the best that the local can produce and the best that the international can produce. So there's always something good to shop and there's always competition. And in the case of Dubai, you can win $1 million. And the last tip is that you do not have to fly business class to enjoy it. Because on the plane, if it's point to point, all you need to do is just sleep on the plane. Have all the fun while you are on the ground.
That's a good idea. So think of it as like the plane is actually what it is, the thing to get you from A to B, but your living, waking experience, when you actually do have to be alert, right? I mean,
yes.
What about you, Mr. Song?
Fast track is very important. When upon arrival, it's also the first impression that I have about the country. Second thing, when I go to the airport, I think now during the COVID seasons, okay, I will see the airport, do they have that's a bioeconomic program, make sure that hygiene safety is the top priority for them or not, okay. And the third thing, when I go to airport now, it's okay, but obviously I don't want to be in the crowded place. Okay, I will be very, very careful. Although if you can contain the COVID-19, I will find a cocoon place where I can rest before I board the plane. In fact, we sent out about 1,500 sort of survey to our most frequent travelers. We asked them, hey, when the border open, when you resume traveling, what is the best thing that you want? Like when you go to airport, we're surprised. They say lounge. So it looked like my business still a lot of opportunity. We are pleased to hear that.
Okay, so what are your personal 3 most important things to bring on a trip?
First thing, obviously, I bring my good mask. This is very important. Second thing, I will bring my packaged food. And the third thing, I'm going to bring all the material related to the business.
Okay, so what about you, Nazli?
So I would say this, multi-currency credit card. Number 2, I'm a runner. Every city I go, I would run the city. So I will bring my good running shoes and my running gear. And also, I do a lot of hiking. So I will be bringing my hiking gear. All the things that you need in the world can be packed into hiking pack.
Wow, you are a man of the people. So, finally, Mr. Song, your company mission is to make travel better. Just want to know exactly how you are doing this and what inspires new initiatives and developments.
I started this business out from my own bad experience. I was suffering, can't even have a nice facility in the airport. So that's why I started the airport lounge, where it open to public regardless what airline you travel, regardless what class of traveling. Then through evolution, understand the customer needs. So then we move into meet and greet services. Then we move to F&B. Then we move in airport hotel services. Now, most recently, we enter another area of services, call provide solution to the airport. What we are doing actually, we try to create a seamless 360-degree airport hospital service so that the traveler have sort of good experience, they enjoy the comfort, convenience, and also our love and care and the value for the traveler. So what recently we developed one software we call One Brand, One Experience, all the passenger services in the airport into one platform. So the next time when you go to airport, you want all the services, you take out the phone, you want limousine service, you want concierge service, you want wrapping, you want fast track, you want food, you can order through one platform.
Sounds like Plaza Premium on one hand, and then like Malaysian airports with Istanbul airport leading the way as well. So thank you guys so much. It's been great talking with you. Again, Janine Lee St. John for Travel and Leisure Southeast Asia with Mr. Song and Nazli Aziz of Istanbul Airport and Plaza Premium Group. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.